Hey, YouTube, I'm Jessica, and I just wanted to make a video, just kind of like recapping what's happened in the last like 2, 3 months. Yeah, yeah, something like that. Okay, so for those of you who watch my videos or just have seen me, I was enrolled at the University of Oregon. Due to grades, I decided college was not the right option for me. I was just not feeling it. Like, I didn't have any motivation to go to class. I didn't, just, I spent more time socializing or just staying in my apartment, which both are really bad in their own way, but it really got in the way of school, and now I'm back at home with my dad. But no, but the thing I realized was my gut instinct my junior year. I went to my city's local air show, and I remember just like the Air Force and like the Air Force Reserve had the best like stand where you can get like free swag and stuff. They had like a motion simulator, and they had like this mini boot camp, mini tech school kind of shenanigan. And I was like, yes, I would love doing this. But since I live in a more, how would you say it? A liberal, not very gun oriented, unless you're like in the countryside. I'm 100% city girl. I will admit that. Like, I don't really go mudding. I don't tend to horses. I just don't do country stuff. But anyway, my school district did not really offer like any like alternatives to college. So I thought college/university was my only choice. And that really bit me in the ass because now here I am, $16,000 in debt because of student loans, that I'm now realizing that I should have just joined the military like I wanted to. So what I'm basically trying to say is just follow your heart. Don't do anything that people tell you to do. You got to do what's right for you. In my instance, college was just not the right thing for me. I was not ready. I hated school. My parents just had like a pretty bad divorce. It was very quick. It wasn't like a bad divorce. It was just like the circumstances were horrible. It was my senior year. I just lost every motivation for school, and just my love for school. Excuse me. My love for school just like totally was ruined because a certain, how do I say this? The reason my parents got divorced was because of a employee at my high school who shall remain nameless. There we go. I can speak. I swear. I got a B in English. I can talk. But he was there, and so I had very high anxiety for the second half of my senior year, and that's when like colleges are like, oh, you need to do all your college shit. You need to be accepted by this day and have all your shit in by this day. And I went with the flow. My dad told me, oh my god, this is twisted. My dad told me I should have done community college, but I was like, no, I hate it here. I do not want to come back. I hate it. I want to be as far away as possible. I would travel to Europe if I had a good opportunity for a job or school. That's how bad I wanted to move away from my city. So I moved down to Eugene, where U of O is located, University of Oregon, for those who aren't Oregonians like me, or just have never heard of the school. But it's kind of hard here in America because we're pretty good at football, except I don't want to talk about this season. Anyway, so I moved down in September, and my fall term, I lived in dorms, and my roommate and I got along pretty great, but then there was an event that happened, and like everything just went to shit. My roommate wanted to talk to me. Let's just call her Jasmine. Jasmine wanted to talk to me because I asked her not to take something because I realized she was taking some stuff of mine, and so I was just very politely just saying, hey, please don't take this. My big got it for me. I played rugby and we have bigs and stuff, but that was only fall term because then I really needed to get my shit together. But that's later on. So I asked her politely, like, hey, don't do this. Like, I got really sick and I can't accept this gift right now, and I want to wait till it's a very special time. My roommate accused me of being a, she said, the thought that you even say that is rude. So she basically just called me a rude bitch. I tried apologizing to her the next day, saying, hey, I am so sorry. I just wanted my stuff, to be taken to respect. Like, I will let you borrow stuff if you ask me. But shit didn't go down that way. She just kept repeating the fact that I was rude about it. So that was in November. And my dorm was pretty much the size of a prison cell. It was like 8 feet by maybe 12 feet. I could touch her bed. Like my leg could touch her bed. That's how close our beds were. And she would not talk to me for a good month. So I had a bad experience with her. And then my friend came down because we were going to a concert. And we were getting ready. We're all pumped up. They're like, yeah, we're going to dance. We're just going to jam out. Like, woo! Girl power. And my roommate comes in. And granted, it's during dead week. But the amount of times that I've had friends over during an inconvenient time has never matched up. I had this one friend from out of town come in. And that was the only time I had someone at an inconvenient time. My roommate, Jasmine, she would bring in so many people, and I'd be like butt-ass naked, like in a towel, just like, hey, so, what's going on? And I'd just be in a towel, butt-ass naked, and I couldn't get dressed, and I couldn't escape, because my wardrobe was right next to the door, and she would leave the door open. So I couldn't, get dressed or anything and just, book it. So Jasmine walks in the room, and she's just like, oh my gosh, all I want to do is sleep. That's all I want to fucking do. And then, she got all the other girls to, talk shit about my friend and I, and we were just we're done. That was the turning point. So I get my grades, and I failed every class, which was really a bummer. I tried hiding that from my dad. My brother's girlfriend set up the account so my dad could see my grade, and my dad flipped the fuck out. Flipped the absolute fuck. So I was like, oh shit, I really need to get my shit together. So I took 4 classes, but 2 were pass, no pass. And I didn't pass any of those classes because I got super sick and I didn't go to class. Yeah, don't ever do that. Don't waste your money. But I got D's that semester. And that's when I was like, okay, yeah, college is not for me. I just fucking realized that. So I was forced to move back to mi dad's, La Casa de Padre. Yes, my dad's house. I'm living at his house again. And, so when I came back, I was like, you know what, Dad? Maybe I need to go in the military. Like, I've been thinking about it for a while. I just didn't think. Who the fuck is texting me? Okay. Just people. But no. I was thinking about the military for a long time, and what I wish I would have done my senior year of high school is I wish I would have just asked my counselor if about like where the recruiter is and how to like talk to one and stuff, because they don't. My high school was very college oriented, and I was taking a health service capstone class, so you basically learn about like the human body and like jobs that apply, you know. And my teacher was very adamant about like you will get 2 college acceptance letters, but college is really fucking expensive. Even from the time you send in your application, it's so fucking expensive. It's like $50 to send in a fucking application. Like at least UofO. I also applied to Portland State University, which is like a newer college here in the Portland metro area. But yeah, it was, that one was free, and I didn't do shit for that. I just multiple choice, like, are you white? Yep. Are you non-Hispanic? Yep. It's shit like that. Like, I didn't have to write an essay or anything. But I really wish I would have gone military right out of high school. I just spent way too much time fucking around in, like, college weekends. I would just go out. I didn't go out much winter term, though. I went out, like, every weekend, Thursday through Saturday, back in the dorms. But, yeah, so I made my dad take me to the recruiter, and we talked to my tech sergeant, Zdenek. It's very awesome. He is my recruiter, and the recruiter for everyone up until Tigard, I believe. He just covers this whole area, I guess. But, yeah. So after I talked to him the first day, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I want to do. I was watching like a whole bunch of like YouTube videos about like BMT and like, you know, just basic shit like that. How to fold your clothes, how to roll them, how to, you know, survive pretty much. And so I went to talk to him to set up my ASVAB appointment, which I actually took today, and I'm so glad I'm done with it. It was very exhausting. I thought I had to be there at noon, but no, it was at 1 I had to be there, so I was there since like 11:50. It was just a very long day. I didn't get home until 5, so that was like 6 hours of just sitting, looking at a computer screen, answering questions, and driving home in rush hour traffic. It was fantastic. But I recommend, if you don't feel like college is the right thing for you, don't do it. Go to like trade school, go to the military. I decided I kind of want to make the military my career if I can for as long as possible. I also want to be a family, you know, like a mom eventually, but I would have to see how that would work in the military, because for the jobs I want, they require a lot of flying and like bomber, ISR, which is basically like intel. But it's stuff like that I would have to like figure out more, but I'm only 19. I'm going to be 20 in September, so I have little to no desire to have babies right now because a lot of girls from my senior class are getting married and getting pregnant, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't have my shit together. How can you possibly have your shit together? Like, I was the oldest one in my class, and I will admit, I do not have what it takes to be a mom. I can barely take care of myself. So, like, I do not have the mental capacity to handle a mini-me. Especially if that kid's anything like me, like, whew, no. Oh, God, no. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on anything Air Force, and you can subscribe to my channel, leave any comments, and we're gonna do this together. Yeah, just you're there, just I'll answer your questions. I'll try to give you advice. But yeah, just listen to what you want. Don't let like a high school counselor tell you you can only do this because if you don't do this then you won't be successful. Like, that's fucking bullshit. You can be successful if you don't go to school, if you go to trade school, if you go to the military. You're going to be successful in your own way. What they're expecting is like, just you're going to learn how to take tests right. And that's pretty much all my high school prepared me for, was taking tests. And even then, like, that was bullshit. Because all we learned is book smarts. We didn't learn anything about life. So if teachers, like, you're not going to be successful if you go to college, just think about the people who put up your power. My dad's a journeyman lineman. He's actually a foreman. And he had 11 years in the Army. He left at an E6 rank. And he is pretty damn successful. I want to say, like, we live pretty comfortably. Like, middle class, like, middle of the middle, We live comfortably. But we do have our ups and downs. But yeah, you don't have to go to college. You don't have to go to college. Especially right out of high school. Because everyone's just moving out of the house for the first time, and everyone's getting to make their own rules, and so that really fucks people in the end, and it definitely fucked me. So, do what you want to do. I should have just joined Air Force from the get-go. If I could, I would have joined when I was 17, but my parents are not comfortable with me with a gun. It was actually pretty funny. I told my mom I was going to learn how to shoot an M16, and she was like, oh dear, what? You're going to shoot a gun? Really? Fucking phone. You're just going to have to deal with it. People text me. I'm kind of a big deal. Just... Oh, so yeah. Just listen to your heart and, yeah, just study. Talk to your recruiter. And just, I'll keep you updated. I just want to make a heart-to-heart, even though a lot of people don't watch my videos. It's just nice to know that there are people who do. So, I love you guys. Bye-bye.